Alright, in this video, I'm going to share with you the 10 things that you must stop doing today if you want to achieve ultimate freedom, ultimate fulfillment in your life, and if you just want to overall become the best version of yourself and be a sovereign being. The things that I'm sharing with you today are straight strategy that you can apply literally starting right away. There's not going to be any fluff here, so let's get straight to the point. So the number one thing that you as a man must stop doing today is blaming others. Everything in your life is your fault. You are the one responsible for all of the results in your life. If you are somewhere where you don't want to be in life, it's your fault. And if you are somewhere where you do want to be in life, again, it's your fault. All of the good, all of the bad, it's all your fault. And the biggest reason why blaming others takes away from your own power is because when you blame others, you're placing your power into their hands. You're saying that, hey, I'm not responsible for this. I am the victim, and they're the reason why this is happening in my life. And that's never a good thing. That means that you can't change it, which is far from the truth. Now, when you take responsibility for your own life and you blame yourself for everything, you put the power in your own hands and you're able to say, hey, whatever the circumstances are, I am able to change it. And I will change it. So the second thing that you must stop doing is drifting aimlessly. In Napoleon Hill's book, Outwitting the Devil, he talks about how the devil uses drifting as a way to stop men from becoming ultimately successful. And drifting is basically where you are just being controlled by your external environment and you don't have a clear vision. You don't have a definite purpose in life. So even if you don't know what your purpose is, you must have a clear vision of what it is that you want in this moment. Now, your vision and your purpose might change over time, and chances are they probably will multiple times throughout your life. But the key is to have a vision and go down that path, whatever that vision may be. And if your vision shifts, you simply go take the other path. But the important thing is to never drift aimlessly. Don't ever just coast through life without actually knowing where you're going, because chances are you'll end up somewhere where you don't want to be. The third thing is seeking perfection. If you're constantly seeking perfection, that means that you're not starting. You're always looking for the perfect time, the perfect moment, the perfect information to actually start. But the key is to just start. Just do the thing. Do it messy, do it scared, do it even when you're not ready. Just fucking do it. The crazy thing is that the successful people fail more times than the average people even try. So every time you fail, think about it as another at bat. You're not actually losing, you're not failing. What you're doing is you're figuring out different ways that don't work. And as silly as it may sound, if you just do the work, you'll get further along than if you just wait for the perfect moment, or the perfect opportunity, or the perfect information, because perfection does not exist. There's no such thing as perfect. So if you continue waiting for perfection instead of just taking action, you'll remain exactly where you're at now. Now, number 4 is seeking instant gratification. The biggest thing holding men back is they seek these quick dopamine hits. We're so wired to get these quick dopamine hits because of mostly of social media or certain drugs or just other things that cause us to get those quick dopamine hits without actually working for it. What happens is when we choose the instant gratification over long-term fulfillment, we end up not feeling fulfilled. We end up not feeling that happiness for the rest of our lives. See, instant gratification is fake happiness. It provides us with this quick dopamine spike and it makes us feel good, but ultimately that lowers our baseline happiness. So yeah, we may feel quote unquote happy in this moment, but once that wears off, our baseline happiness is lower than it was before. But if you seek long-term fulfillment, which means actually doing the work, doing the hard things that actually bring the real dopamine hits to you, when you actually work for the dopamine, that is when you feel empowered. That is when your baseline happiness starts to go up gradually. And over time, you'll just feel that overall fulfillment. You'll feel that freedom. You'll feel that confidence within yourself. And to go along with that, number 5 is avoiding discomfort. See, nowadays, everyone just wants to be comfortable. Everyone wants to avoid discomfort at all costs. But when you really think about it, comfort does not provide growth whatsoever. The only way that you can actually grow is through discomfort. I mean, think about how a caterpillar turns into a butterfly. Do you really think what he goes through, the metamorphosis, is actually comfortable for him? Chances are it's extremely uncomfortable. It's probably super dark. It takes a long time, but the end result is extremely beautiful. So if you embrace discomfort and avoid comfort, you'll be much better off long term. Sure, maybe it sucks in the moment, But that's the whole point. You must do things that get you slightly out of your comfort zone if you want to continue growing, if you want to become the best version of yourself. And I know you do because you're here watching this video. So lean into the discomfort. Reframe the discomfort as growth. Every time you feel uncomfortable, think to yourself, hey, I am growing. This is a clear sign that I'm growing. Number 6 is negative self-talk. The way that you talk to yourself shapes your entire life. If you're constantly talking down on yourself and being negative towards yourself, you're not going to feel that discipline, that motivation, that strive to continue doing better. You may see it as tough love, and there are moments where you can use tough love, but talking negative to yourself is never a good thing. Instead, look for ways that you can talk positive to yourself. Look for ways that you can congratulate yourself. Look for ways that you can be grateful for this amazing life that we have. Just simply being grateful for the fact that you woke up this morning. Whenever somebody asks me how I'm doing, I always say best day of my life. And it truly is. And when they ask me why, I say because I woke up this morning. Like, what more could you fucking want? Not everybody got to wake up this morning. So it truly is the best day of my life simply because I woke up this morning. So next time you catch yourself talking negatively about yourself, stop yourself and try to flip it into a positive thing. Try to find proof of why what you just said is not true. Try to look for proof on why the opposite is true. And over time, you'll reprogram your mind to start looking for the positive within yourself. And sure, the negative self-talk may still come up, but just having the awareness that the negative self-talk is there allows you to take control of what your mind is saying to you. And if you can take control of the thoughts that are going on in your head, your life is going to be so much better off. Number 7 is judging others. See, when you take your power and you put it into judging others, you're just wasting your time. You're putting this negative energy out into the universe, and what do you get back? You get more negative energy back. So if you're judging others, it has nothing to do with them and it has everything to do with you. Whenever you catch yourself judging somebody, what you want to do is take a step back, look within, and see what part of you you're actually judging. Because when you judge another person, you're judging yourself. And usually this is a subconscious thing. We don't actually notice it. And you may even say, nah, I'm not judging myself. But if you really sit down and dig deep and figure out why you're judging this person, it might not be for the exact same thing. For example, if you judge somebody for being overweight, look within yourself and see what part of your shadow would judge yourself if you were overweight. And this way you uncover certain parts of yourself that you weren't even aware of. And the shadow aspects aren't a bad thing, but that doesn't mean you should allow them to run the show. So stop judging others, stop placing that negative energy out into the universe, and start showing gratitude towards others. Start sharing that positive energy towards others. Because once you start putting out that positive energy into the world, you get more of that back. So start raising your frequency by helping raise other people's frequency. So when you catch yourself judging others, try to flip that and think of a way that you can compliment them. It might be their shirt, it might be their hair, it might be whatever it is. Just give them a compliment instead of judging them internally. Number 8 is being inconsistent. The biggest thing when it comes to your success is discipline and consistency. If you can be disciplined for a long period of time, you will see success. The biggest problem is that people will start being consistent for a week or two or a few months and not see the results that they're after, and then they give up. But that's the wrong way to go about it. What you want to do is figure out where you want to go, reverse engineer that, and figure out what it is that you have to do on a daily basis to get there, and drop the time frame. The time frame is not in your control. What is in your control is the daily actions. Figure out what daily actions you need to take to get to your ultimate dream, to your ultimate desire, to your ultimate goal, and then drop the goal. Don't think about the goal, just simply execute. Be consistent on a daily basis on those daily actions. Number 9 is complaining. Complaining is essentially the opposite of gratitude. Complaining is a negative frequency. When you complain about things, it puts you in a negative state. It puts you in a low mood. It lowers your frequency. Complaining never does you any good. Instead of complaining, figure out ways that you can actually change what you're complaining about. And if you cannot change what you're complaining about, then why give it energy at all? So stop complaining and start putting in the fucking work to change what needs to be changed. Number 10 is chasing women. Don't chase women, chase your purpose. Chase your vision. When you take all of your energy and you chase women, you're chasing instant gratification. You're chasing those quick dopamine hits. And you're saying that, hey, they are more important than my purpose, than my vision. And you as a man should not put anything above your purpose. Your purpose should be your number one focus. Now, I'm not saying don't get a girlfriend. I'm not saying don't get married and don't build a family. What I am saying is don't chase women for the instant gratification. Don't chase pussy just for the pussy. You are a man on a mission. You do not have time to chase women. I got 2 more bonus ones for you. The first bonus is seeking approval. Brother, you do not need anybody's approval. You only need your own approval. And if you feel like you need somebody else's approval, then you're doing things because you want them to approve of you, instead of doing things that make you approve of yourself. So do things that you approve of. Don't wait for others to tell you that they approve of you doing certain things. Stop looking for external approval and seek internal approval. And the second bonus is putting others on a pedestal. Brother, the only person that you should put on a pedestal is yourself. Sometimes as men, we put other men on the pedestal. What this tells our brain is that they are better than us. No one is better than us. Our life is uniquely ours. We're not better than anybody, and nobody is better than us. We're simply in our own lane, and we strive to be better than the version of us that we were yesterday. So put yourself on the pedestal and worship yourself. You are a fucking king. You are a fucking warrior, and you gotta start fucking acting like it. Nobody else is better than you. We all have the same fucking 24 hours. We're all human. The only difference between those that you put on a pedestal is they do the things that you know you should be doing. And that's why you admire them so much. They don't have any special fucking traits. They simply do the shit that needs to get fucking done. So it's time for you to do the shit that needs to get done. Now, I hope out of the 12 things that I just mentioned, you can take at least one of these and start implementing it into your life today. You're going to feel so much more confident in your abilities. You're going to feel like the fucking man that you know you could be. And if you found any value in this video whatsoever, I would really appreciate it if you left a like, left a comment, maybe even share this with somebody, so that way we can get the message further out and help other men become the best version of themselves. If you're listening to this on Spotify, leave a review. That really helps the algorithm push this out even more. And if you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any new videos that I drop. And finally, if you're a man who feels lost, who feels depressed, and doesn't know how to move forward in his life, and is looking for somebody to help them, keep them accountable, who's looking for a community, who's looking to become disciplined and a purpose-driven man, I want you to click the button in the description below to apply to work with me one-on-one. And I hope that you found some value in this video. I'll see you in the next one.